It was supposed to be another victory lap, a perfect ending to a perfect season. Joey Logano, the face of Team Penske, had just helped deliver a third straight NASCAR Cup Series championship, Penske's fifth overall. History made. The crew was popping bottles, the cameras flashing, the fireworks bursting over victory lane. Logano had done what everyone expected: win, smile, repeat. But when the champagne dried and the last camera clicked, a storm was quietly forming behind the polished smiles. Because Roger Penske, the captain, the architect of American racing empires, was already thinking ahead. And what came next would shake Joey Logano's world to its core. While most of NASCAR was still celebrating, Penske was back at his desk before sunrise, blueprint on one side, vision board on the other. He wasn't satisfied with trophies. He was building something bigger, something beyond NASCAR. Back in 2019, when Penske bought both the IndyCar Series and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the move stunned everyone. To some, it looked like empire greed. But to Penske, it was destiny. He'd already conquered NASCAR. He'd already won Daytona, Talladega, and the Cup. Now he wanted to rewrite the entire motorsport hierarchy, to make IndyCar the crown jewel of American speed again. And by 2025, the plan was finally unfolding. Penske was investing more than $30 million in IndyCar infrastructure alone: brand new garages, digital fan zones, hybrid engine research, and a tech revolution that would drag the century-old speedway into the future. He wasn't polishing the past, he was re-engineering it. For Joey Logano, though, that future didn't have his name on it. While NASCAR continued to dominate TV numbers, the Daytona 500 pulling in over 8 million viewers, Penske wasn't chasing ratings. He was chasing relevance. He wanted to make IndyCar modern, global, cinematic. So he brought in Will Buxton, the storyteller who helped turn Formula One's drive to survive into a worldwide phenomenon. Buxton's task? Give IndyCar the same spark. The emotion, the drama, the human stories that make audiences fall in love with racers, not just racing. And Buxton wasn't shy about his mission. He said it plainly: IndyCar can surpass NASCAR in popularity. Those words hit like thunder inside the NASCAR garage, especially for Joey Logano, because suddenly, Penske's spotlight wasn't on the man who'd brought him championships. It was on a new narrative, one filled with hybrid engines, younger audiences, and drivers like Joseph Newgarden and Pato O'Ward starring in glossy, fast-cut promos that felt more like movie trailers than race previews. Tom Brady even joined the campaign, lending star power to Penske's growing dream. For IndyCar, it was evolution. For Logano, it was an identity crisis. Behind closed doors, whispers spread through the Penske compound. Crew chiefs noticed fewer upgrades arriving for the NASCAR cars. Engineers were being reassigned, not to Logano's garage, but to the hybrid research program. Marketing budgets were suddenly redirected toward the Indy paddock. It wasn't public, but inside the team, everyone could feel it. The shift. And in the middle of it, Joey Logano, two-time champion, loyal soldier, was left wondering if he'd just won himself into irrelevance. Because here's the brutal truth. Roger Penske isn't sentimental. He builds dynasties, not friendships. He rewards results, but invests in innovation. And right now, innovation means IndyCar. Penske's been calling IndyCar the purest form of racing left. To him, NASCAR is spectacle, corporate, loud, predictable. IndyCar, on the other hand, is precision, danger, article. Even Christian Lundgaard, the Danish F2 driver who made the jump to IndyCar, added fuel to the fire when he said, "It reminded me of go-karts, pure racing." That wasn't a throwaway quote. It was a direct jab at NASCAR's politics and weighty traditions. And Penske? He smiled. He liked it. Meanwhile, Joey's out there doing what he does best: grinding. He's still consistent, still competitive, still fighting every lap. But it's hard to ignore what's happening in the rearview mirror. His boss is reinventing the sport, and maybe, just maybe, leaving him behind. He's loyal, but loyalty in motorsports doesn't guarantee a future. Momentum does. And right now, the momentum belongs to IndyCar. When Penske hired Buxton, he didn't just bring in a PR guy. He brought in a storyteller, a man who understands that racing isn't just about who finishes first. It's about why it matters. And Buxton's already building a universe around Penske's open-wheel vision. Cinematic docuseries, global marketing campaigns, crossover athletes. Compare that with what Joey's got. A NASCAR schedule that never stops. 33 races a year. The same tracks, the same grind. Penske knows that model isn't sustainable forever. He sees IndyCar's shorter season, its international potential, and its cutting-edge hybrid tech. And he's betting the house on it. So where does that leave Logano? He's still wearing the Penske logo, still climbing into that scarlet-white number, 22 Ford every Sunday. But there's a chill in the air, the kind that tells you something's about to change. People close to the team say Joey's future contract discussions have been unusually quiet. The crew that once had unlimited resources is now operating leaner. And while Penske praises him in public, there's an unspoken understanding that the next generation is waiting in the wings. Young drivers hungry for the spotlight, ready to fit the new Penske narrative. Logano's caught between two eras, the old NASCAR dynasty and the new IndyCar empire. And if Penske has to choose between sentiment and strategy, history tells us which side he'll take. Let's not forget, this is the same man who, in 2024, won it all. The Indy 500, the IMSA title, the World Endurance Championship, and the NASCAR Cup. He's seen every summit. Now he's hunting for immortality, not with another cup, but with a complete transformation of motorsport itself. That's why the Indy investment isn't just money. It's legacy. Penske wants to be remembered as the man who reinvented American racing, not the guy who just won a few more stock car titles. And Joey Logano? He's realizing that even legends can get left behind when the world decides to evolve. The tension is real, the silence louder than any engine roar. Is Logano part of Penske's master plan? Or just a chapter closing quietly as a new story begins? Every signal says the same thing. The center of gravity is shifting. Penske's press releases talk about hybrid innovation, global reach, fan tech, sustainability, not cup points, not Logano. When the boss starts looking past you, it's only a matter of time before the phone stops ringing. So here's the question. Is Joey Logano about to become collateral damage in Roger Penske's revolution? Because while Logano straps in for another 500 miles of asphalt and adrenaline, the ground beneath him might already be cracking. And when it finally gives way, don't expect Penske to glance in the mirror. He'll already be looking ahead to the future he's building at 230 miles per hour on an open-wheel track in Indianapolis. What do you think? Is Penske turning his back on NASCAR? Is Joey Logano safe at Team Penske heading into 2025? Or are we witnessing the quiet beginning of a shocking breakup? Let us know in the comments and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because this story is far from over. And in motorsport, the biggest drama doesn't always happen on the track. Sometimes it starts when the captain changes course, and the crew realizes they're not all coming with him.